In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you some ear training exercises that would help you if you're out there as a musician and you're maybe struggling with how to find the key of songs, how to know the key of a singer. All right, so these exercises are going to help you with that. And because this is actually kind of like, I feel it's like a sensitive issue for some musicians. It's very important, you know. So I'm not going to rush this exercise. I'm going to try my best to slow it down and break it down step by step so you can follow me and understand everything. All right, so I've divided the whole exercise into like three parts, so take it parts by parts, three parts. So let's look at the first part. Now the first thing you want to do is to be able to reproduce the sound of notes that you hear. All right, and there are two ways you can do this. We'll look at them one by one. You need to be able to reproduce the sound of notes. So what you do is just take any notes on your keyboard. You can just take your notes randomly. So let's, all right. Now, after listening to the notes, try and reproduce this sound with your voice. Ah, ah. All right. So try a different key or a different note. Ah, ah. All right, just one note. Ah, ah. It's a very simple exercise, all right? So do this over and over and over. And how I know some people have this music ear problem so bad that you might not even be able to tell if you are singing this correctly. But what you do is you look for there's this kind of oneness when the notes you are singing and the notes you are playing is the same. There's a kind of oneness, so you should look out for that. Ah, it's different for me if you do something like ah, ah. You can obviously hear there's kind of like a construct. So look for the oneness in the sound being produced by the keyboard and by your voice. Ah, ah, ah. You get, so just do this. It's a simple exercise, random notes. You understand? That's very easy. Then the second way we can do this is like going to reverse the order. This time, this one is a bit more tricky, but it's still the same thing basically. So you are going to produce a sound or a note with your voice and look for that a note that sounds exactly the same on the keyboard. So let's say I do something like ah. So I want to look for a note on the keyboard that will sound exactly like that. All right. So ah. Can you hear it? Immediately I got the note. It's kind of just blended so well. So you would know when you hit that right note. Ah. You're looking for the oneness. So these are exercise one. Now, what is the importance of this exercise? Now, many songs out there end on the root note. What does that mean? It means ends on the do. Let me show what I mean. Let's take blessed be the name of the Lord, who is worthy to be praised and adored. Let me speed it up. So we lift up all the hands in one accord, singing, blessed be the name, blessed be the name, blessed be the name of the Lord. Alright, now this song ended on do. Blessed be the name of the Lord. That's mi, re, do. So doing this exercise and being able to reproduce sound of notes both with your voice and your keyboard. You understand what it's going to do for you is when you hear songs like this that end on the root notes, you can hear the singer singing on the of the Lord. All you have to do is just understand. So if you're able to get this exercise, this particular exercise one very well, it will help you to find the keys of song many times because majority of songs end on the root notes. So all you need to do is listen to that note, that last note that's being sung or being sung, you understand, and then look for that note on the keyboard. So this is a good exercise to get you started with that. I hope it's very clear. So let's move on to the next exercise. Now, what we want to do is to be able to complete the major scale. Now everybody knows the major scale, right? Right? But now for you to be able to do this exercise, you need to be able to like do the major scale on more than one key, or maybe all 12 keys. Understand? So an alternative that you can use if you don't know how to play the major scale on all the 12 keys is you could make use of your transpose button. I'm not advocating for transpose, but for this exercise you can use it. So just because we need different sounds. Let me explain what I mean. Now I'm going to transpose it now. I played it in the same key, but because I transpose it sounds different. You understand? So the point is we want to get different major scales on different keys, and if you can play your major scale on all 12 keys, that would be really nice. You can use this exercise to kind of train and practice your major scale on all 12 keys. Alright, so what we're going to do is you're going to play some parts of the major scale. For this exercise, let's start with 4. We're going to play do, re, mi, fa, and then stop, and you are going to complete the major scale with your voice. So here's what we're going to do. Sol, la, ti, do. I'll do it again. Sol, la, ti, do. And you want to end with like on the root with what you're singing to kind of know if you got it correctly. So what you want to do anyway is Sol, la, ti, do. Go to another key. Sol, la, ti, do. You always want to check if you are correct, alright? So go to another key. Let's do some B. Sol, la, ti, do. So you are playing do, re, mi, fa on one key on the keyboard, and you are doing sol, la, ti, do with your voice. So try this on different keys, and that's exercise 2. It will become clearer with next exercise. So this third exercise is actually very similar to the second exercise. It's pretty much the same thing. But what we are doing this time is we are going to play some notes in the major scale, but we are not going to play the roots itself. So what we did in exercise 1 was we played, right? In exercise 2 was we played do, re, mi, fa, then you completed the rest. So this time it's kind of like we are going to let's say we play si, la, sol, fa, and then you complete the rest by yourself, you understand, on different keys. So this, I'll explain the importance of that. Let's just do the exercise. So you already know this one. Si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Alright? So let's try this on the key of E. Now this is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So we're going si, la, sol, fa on the key of E. So okay. Si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Mi, re, do. So I was correct. Let's try some another key before I break it down. Let's do it on the key of G. Right, so these are do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So we're starting from here. So it's ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now this particular one is not very easy, but it's very, very, very important, because what we are doing is exactly what we do when we try to find the key of songs. Exactly what you are doing in real time, you understand? So when a singer is singing, now most times, let's say the singer, let's look at the first exercise I gave you now. That one you kind of have to wait till the end for the singer to end the song, right, before you can pick that note and look for that last note. And it's not every time, it's not every song that ends with the roots. So that exercise won't help you in all scenarios, you understand? So most times now you can't wait till the end of the song before you start finding or looking for the key. You just, as a good pianist or a person with good listening ear, what you need is just few, or maybe the first part of the song, to be able to figure out what key the song is on. You understand? Just by hearing maybe the first line of a song or just few notes of the song, you should be able to tell what key it is in, and that's exactly what this exercise is going to do for you. If just by hearing some parts of a scale, in this case being si, la, sol, fa, right, you can figure out the roots, that's the do. If you can do this well and accurately enough, you'll be able to find the roots, that is the key of a song just by hearing some parts of the song. I don't know if it's making any sense to you, but I'm really trying my best to, you understand. But this is exactly how it is. This is what we do. So let's try this exercise one more time. Let's do it on the key of F. Right. So what you want to do is don't play the roots, since that's why you need to know your major scale, on all the soft keys like I'm saying. So just pick what. Okay, we're going to do this on key of F. Then look for the T. Look for the T La so far. Right. That's what we're doing. So don't rush to get it. Listen to these notes first. You need to know how the major scale sounds. If this is T La so fa, you should know how the mi re do would sound, and you need to produce that. So T La so fa mi re do mi re do. You understand? So let's kind of do a recap. Exercise 1 is divided into 2, but basically the same thing. You just have to reproduce sound, so you can alright, or you can do it the opposite way. Alright, that's what exercise 1 is. Exercise 2, it's just take few notes, the first 3 or 4 notes of the major scale, and complete it. So we can take, so do re mi fa sol la ti do, do re mi fa sol la ti do. Alright, and the last exercise is kind of like a step up from exercise 2. What you are doing is you are playing some notes in the scale, but not the root note. So you play some notes and use that to get the root note. So you can do also on the key of F sharp. Ti la so fa mi re do. Alright. So I hope this makes sense to you. I, for one, I'm 100% sure that if you're able to get this and keep on doing these exercises, these 3, depending on what level you are, you might find some of it hard. Yeah, it might be hard at some point, but if you're able to remain consistent with it and keep on going, over time, you will be able to get it. And don't beat up yourself. One thing about music that I've come to realize is that we are all gifted differently. We might all be musicians, we might all be pianists, but we are gifted differently. So don't beat up yourself. I've seen some people who were able to get, who never had issues with finding key. I once had a student who I taught him, and after about 2 weeks of teaching him, he was able to find, like you could just hear and be like, okay, blah blah blah, and you find the key of any song. You understand? Why some people it takes longer, some people it takes months, some people even years, and then there are still some set of people that have what we call perfect pitch. That all they need to do is just hear, they don't have to play it on the keyboard, and they can just say that's E, that's A. You understand? So there are different levels to our gifts. There are different kinds of gifts. You understand? So don't beat up yourself. Just know where you stand and know how to help yourself. Well, I've done my bits. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following. God bless you.